Trinity Lutheran Church is located in the village of Hildreth, Nebraska. Hildreth is a small town of 352 people surrounded by rich farmland and pasture. Members of Trinity are not only from Hildreth, but also the surrounding communities of Wilcox, Axtell, Minden, Franklin, and the miles of rural area in between. Our growing congregation consists of a wide variety of people, from young to old. We pledge ourselves to serve and glorify God by spreading the good news of Jesus Christ through proclamation, teaching, fellowship, and ministry to all people in our area and ultimately the world at large. Welcome to Trinity.
Welcome to Hildreth.
Welcome to Trinity Lutheran.
Welcome to Trinity.
Welcome to Trinity.
Welcome to Trinity.
Trinity originally started out as 3 congregations in the area, and we all combined to put forth a common effort to promote God's work in the area, and has worked out very well.
Trinity's been around 20 years now. It's not the new kid on the block it used to be. It's made up of 3 former congregations that were all Lutheran churches in the Hildreth area. We're a stable, sound congregation here in Hildreth.
It's just a neat little town. When something happens, good or bad, you've always got everyone right there to help you out and congratulate you, or they're always there for each other.
We have people from like 5 different communities that come to our church. That's what makes us such an awesome congregation, is because we are so different, yet we all realize that we are all the same.
We've got people coming to church from wide geographic area that come here. They like the community of Hildreth, they like the support of Trinity, they like the benefits that belonging to an active church provides to them.
You know everybody within the first couple months. Everybody will go scattering across the church just to find somebody new. If you're a stranger, you instantly become well known.
The nucleus probably of the people around here have a history of the farm. The genealogy would be, as he said, German Lutheran, and a lot of those people were laborers and farmers. Now, in recent years, a lot of people live here but work elsewhere, go to Kearney, Franklin, Minden, and other areas around, but as well our congregation has evolved in that way too. We were three churches, 3 German Lutheran churches in the community, and we've become one church, Trinity Lutheran.
The day that we dedicated this site, we gathered at the corner over here on the street, and there was probably 1,300 people there. And the camaraderie of that day has held on to this day, basically 20 years later.
It was just really moving for me to have that come together as the time when the church was, we're going to come together and be one.
Everybody works together. It doesn't matter which church you originally came from, it's all in God's service.
I was married in the church, and then all of my kids were baptized here, and that was very special to me. I mean, this church has been home. It is definitely home.
I've got lots and lots of memories of this church, but the one that pops out in me was one day Pastor Patty said, "Roger, are you ready to join the church with Linda?" And he said, "I think I will." And he'd never been to church with me much, and so that's probably my greatest memory is having Roger sit beside me in church.
12 years ago, we got married here. To the day, almost to the hour. We started our life here. All 4 of the kids who were baptized here, and we just slowly grown as a family through this whole church.
You worship God in a family atmosphere, I guess is the best way to put it.
It's like one big giant family.
Yep.
That's one thing that I really look at this church like. Sometimes we fight like family, and then we make up like family, and we pray like family, and our potlucks are definitely family. Like, yes, right? Some good meatballs and potlucks.
Yes, they are.
And the one thing about potlucks, nobody ever brings a dish that isn't good.
What's something that really stands out for you for the church, Barrett?
There's lots of kids to play with.
Yep, there's a lot of kids at our church, isn't there?
It's just so amazing because we have all these little people that come to church, and once in a while I get a little distracted because the kids are so cute.
One thing that you'll hear from a lot of people is the pride that we have with all the young children we have in our church. You know, when we have a children's sermon and you call them up, I mean, it's really full up front. So that is something that a lot of rural congregations in our area right now don't have, and it's really a source of pride for our congregation.
For a while, we didn't have many children in the church, but now we have 50, 60 kids in Sunday school now, and those kids are just precious, and they're going to be the church. So we need to keep our kids here and grow with us.
We've been very blessed that we have beautiful facilities, and it's been able to be kept up well, and it's welcoming. It's used for more than just a church as well. It's also kind of a community center in some ways, because the Boy Scouts meet here, Alcoholics Anonymous meet here, and lots of different groups have meetings here.
We have a policy that we never call off church. It's always important to have a facility available to people when they need to worship or meditate. So even if there's a snowstorm, we don't call off church. The parsonage is close enough, the preachers can get here, and anybody else can be provided with the facilities that they need to worship the Lord our God.
Like I said, Roger was in the Navy, and we traveled lots and lived lots of different places, and I never found a church quite like Trinity.
The building doesn't make the church, the members make the church, and I feel like our membership is our church, and that's what brings me here on a given Sunday.
I like what's happening here, the way it's happening here. The involvement of the young people, the new members, they look for input from us old members.
We do a tremendous amount of mission outreach through seminary student support, through our mission festival and support of others, both locally and nationally.
You know, for a future leader that might be considering a call here to Trinity Lutheran Church, I think of an old sign that one of our community organizations used to have out on Highway 10 that is the corner you would turn to come to Hildreth, and it used to say modern, friendly, and progressive. That's one thing that I feel like is in our church as well as in our community.
I think that's maybe sometimes one of our strengths, is that we are always doing something to move forward within our church. And sometimes it's noticing the things that we're missing that help us move forward. So I think that's one of our greatest strengths, is that we are always willing to adapt and change to what our congregation needs or our children need.
It's always been serve diligently with an open mind, keeping in mind that you're not the final judge, that God is the final judge.
The biggest thing we need right now is we need to get the stability back of having our own pastor.
And we need a pastor.
Definitely need a pastor.
Yeah.
Pastor Kari's doing a good job of leading us, but we need someone who we know is going to be here permanently.
Once you shake a hand of at least one person, pretty soon you'll shake a hand of every single person from the church, the community. Everybody's going to be behind you. We're going to be excited for you to come join us, and to also be a messenger for us from God. And we are very excited to have you here. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to us, because we can usually clear up some of the questionable things about small communities.
You'll be welcomed, you'll be energized, and you'll feel a sense of empowerment as you strive to spread the gospel here in central Nebraska.
I think we've been praying for you for a really long time, and we're ready for whoever takes that position to be here and join us.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And we're ready for someone to lead us.
We have a lot of things that are good about Trinity. There's a lot of things in place that you'll find to be just the way you like it. But we're also a church that's open to change. And if you're not growing, you're dying. And we want to grow.
Just keep us in mind and pray diligently about it, because we're in need of good faith leaders. We will accept you with open arms and support you wholeheartedly. Welcome to Hildreth.
Welcome to Trinity Lutheran.
Welcome to Trinity.
Welcome to Trinity.
Welcome to Trinity.